On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Feels like some of y'all have never read a peer-reviewed article before.
That's not what we're saying.
I feel like if you're gonna say a study, you should know
it.
the criteria. Exactly. Know
Yeah,
the
if you're gonna
criteria. Know
use
who
it, you need to
said
be
it.
familiar.
No, it's 100
Kayla,
people that's black.
you-
I feel like if y'all say these studies, like y'all could be just making this shit up on top of your head.
But,
Like,
but
who
No,
where's
I
the
get
studies
you.
devised on?
I-
Like,
they want us
I get
to
you,
cite
Island.
for them. They want us
Be
to cite
critical,
for them.
Island.
That's what they're saying.
Because I'm the same way. That's why I made myself a note. I'm gonna
No
get
one's
So
ever
wait.
cited anything. No one's ever cited anything that they said for me. On
exactly. And
I mean,
you're
I
not
don't bring
gonna
up
come to me
studies
with
in
the,
my
oh, you need to
answers.
cite your work. No, I don't actually.
No, I don't bring up studies in my answers. If I did, I think I would reference back like Encyclopedia 34. John Smith did a study with 100 black males and said they live longer.
You know
I
what?
think I would
agree
quote
with
that.
too.
That's what you do when you write a biography or something like that. You quote who wrote it and what was it based on.
I agree.
I haven't seen anyone post
agree.
their. I haven't seen anyone post their knowledge here, post their research or
Yeah,
anything.
no one.
No point for all of the cars and the Rolexes and the jewelry. All of that junk. None of that would exist. If women did not exist on this earth, most dudes would not care, or they would not be motivated to move the way that they move. Most young dudes is moving and stunting. The whole reason you think they popping bottles in the club because they just feel like popping bottles, they popping it so that they can show off for the chicks.
And
That's the whole objective.
So
And
for both of
it-
y'all,
they
do you
want to
think
make other
marriage
men.
is on
They want to
a
make
man's
other men
list?
show out other men. Like
They
sometimes
popping
men are
bottles.
throwing money on women
But that's
to
what
make
Trill was
to make
saying.
themselves look better than
No, I'm
other
agreeing
men.
with her.
That's what
I'm
Trill
agreeing
was
with her.
saying.
Right. And
We-
again,
but
that's
no,
why I
no,
say
we
me
all
and
agreeing.
Antoine arguing two different
No.
points.
We
He's
not.
saying that-
I'm not disagreeing with Trill.
Yeah.
I'm just adding a different context to the conversation. That's
Right.
all I'm doing.
Right.
I wanna ask y'all
But
something.
JR though, that poll, put that up.
Hold on.
The question should be. Question should be
He's focused
Hey,
on
Trill
the
ain't
goal.
letting that poll go
at all,
No.
at all. Because again, man, we gonna do samples. I feel like 1,000 people is a decent sample size. What the hell? Let's
Okay.
see.
It's
All right,
But
what's the
you
question?
didn't
What's the
like it
question,
when
Trill?
it
What's the
was-
question? Hold on.
Question is, do most women wait until marriage to have sex? That's the question.
Women.
And let's just see what the
Trill already
It's
know
a
what
no.
the results
I
are.
want to
It's
know
gonna
what
be
the
a
fact
no.
is, but you know what?
Let's
It just is. I hate when we talk
Let's
about
see.
it this way because it makes it seem like sex is like not something that women want to do.
All right. So you said, do
But
most
we was being
women,
real. Trill was being
wait to have sex
realistic.
before marriage?
Wait
Yeah,
for
do
sex.
most women wait till marriage to have sex? Yes or no? We can make it
Are
very
y'all-
simple. We ain't got to
Look
make it
at
multiple
Q
choice.
already
We
laughing.
make
She
it
ain't
very
even gonna
simple,
take the
man.
vote.
I mean,
No.
we already know the
We already know what
answer.
the vote's
All
going
right,
to say.
then.
The
So
fact
why
that-
are they disagreeing with me?
The fact that that's the poll you want to take as it
But
relates
Kay, you
to
was fighting Trill on it. You
no.
was fighting Trill.
Hold on, Island. The fact
the
that Trill,
poll up.
that's the poll.
That
The
the poll is
poll you
up.
want to take for the question that I asked you is very strange.
The
To
poll
me.
is up.
Do people wait until marriage? What does
strange.
that have to do with what I asked you?
It's strange because you're not listening to me.
I'm
what
listening
I
to
said was the benefits that you get during marriage, most men get before marriage. So after we do this sex poll, we can do the cooking poll.
Exactly.
And then we can do the having kids poll.
Hey, Trill, let me ask you a question, bro.
Well, I guess
You
those are
know,
the three benefits
mo-
women provide. So
most
that's it,
dudes-
huh?
I mean,
Most
we
dudes
can-
have sex. Most dudes and most women have sex before marriage,
exactly.
right? Would you also agree that most people want to be married?
Mm,
Both guys and girls. That the majority of the population do want to be married.
I think later in life they do. Like once you hit like 30, 35, that's when it starts setting
why
in.
would you say that? Why would you say that most people later in life, even though they are getting all of the milk for free,
Mhm.
especially guys, because we get better as we age. We get more money,
Right.
we have more access, we got more game, we more confident, all of that. Why would a guy want to get married later in life?
Because he get to thinking about who I'm gonna die with. You get to thinking about legacy. You get to thinking about, I want all my kids to grow up in the same home, if possible. You get to thinking about benefits like that you're not thinking about when you're younger. When you're younger, I'm just out here sniping because men are raised to hunt. Men are not raised to be husbands. And
But
that's just reality.
But we get all of the same benefits as far as a woman submitting to us, though, right? If we
Right.
would, going back to your point, you said
Mhm.
that women, right, is going to do the same thing regardless. We get all of the same benefits regardless.
Mhm.
Then why are guys still trying to get married later on in life?
It's a situation where like old folks with church. Like most people don't go to church until they get to about 60, 70 Y or 50, 60, 70 Y. Because they feel like I'm about to die. I'm trying to get right with God before I die. It's a similar situation with men.
I
It's
don't
like,
think
okay,
so. True.
I'm getting old. I need to buckle this thing down. I done already ran through as many of these bad women as I want to.
Yep, it's
And now
selfish
my
as
mind-
ever.
I kind of want to
It's
pivot.
selfish as ever.
I don't
I
think
had my
so.
fun, and now I want
I
somebody
don't think
to take
so.
care of
Listen,
when I get
I
you
wanna
old.
can't
pivot a
be
little
this
bit.
young. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you. But let me just say this last thing. You can't be as young as 30 and 40 and worried about I need to get right. Most people, they think they got a whole nother half life ahead of them.
Stand on this topic. Does marriage increase a man's lifespan and decreases a woman's? Does marriage increases a man's lifespan and decreases a woman's?
It's increased mine already. At least
Statistically,
twofold.
that statement is literally true based on the data that was and I'm not going to have an argument about sample size, not doing it. Okay. But based on the data of this study, which includes tens of thousands of women and men, that is what the data says.
What's the name of the
men that are
study?
married live longer and women that are married live.
What's the name of the
Where do you
study?
collect this data from?
Did you put it in the chat, Kay, or do I need to go?
No, I was trying to listen, and I'm writing. I have a note that literally says, "Get Trill some data about who benefits."
Come on,
But
now,
I'm
stay
saying
with-
these
stay with-
data
come on,
that
stay
y'all
with.
collect, like, is it
I would love to see
women
it.
our age? Is it rate? What type? Is it defined by race? Like these studies that y'all talk
You can
about,
find
people
that
can
in, like,
change
the-
up studies.
You can
Like,
find
that's
that
the
in
thing.
the methodology and like there's sections in research that tells you who they use for their sample, what the methods were. There are different sections within research, like actual, peer-reviewed research that will give you the answers to all the questions you're asking. Who
Which is-
were these people? That's
I
in the
feel-
study. How old were they? That's in the study. Like these things are present in studies. Like it almost feels like some of y'all have never read a peer-reviewed article before.
That's not what we're
But I
saying.
feel like if
Kay.
you're
What
gonna
we're saying is
say
that
a
if you're
study,
gonna
you should
use
know
it,
the criteria. Exactly. Know
yeah,
the
if you're gonna
criteria.
use
Know
it,
who
you need to
said
be
it.
familiar.
No, it's 100
Kayla,
people
you
that's
can't-
black.
yeah.
I feel like if y'all say these studies, like y'all could be just making this shit up on top of your head.
But,
Like
but
who
we're
No,
not-
I
these
get
studies
you.
devised
I
on?
get you.
Like
they want us
I
to
get you,
cite it
Island.
for them. They want us
Be
to cite it
critical,
for them.
Island.
That's what they're saying.
Because I'm the same way. That's why I made myself a note. I'm gonna
No
get
one's ever
So
cited
wait.
anything. No one's ever cited anything that they said for me. On
exactly.
this.
And
We-
I mean,
you're
I don't
not
bring
gonna
up
come to me
studies
with
in
the,
my
oh, you need to
answers.
cite your work. No, I don't actually.
No, I don't bring up studies in my answers. If I did, I think I would reference back like Encyclopedia 34. John Smith did a study with 100 black males and said
I
they live
can-
longer.
you know
I
what?
think I
I
would
agree
quote
with that,
that. That's
too.
what you do when you write a biography or something like that. You quote who wrote it and what was it based on.
This
agree.
is-
I haven't seen anyone
Yeah,
post
agree.
their knowledge here, post their research or
Yeah,
anything.
no one